So we were talking about how the moon might be this anomalous, object. The conventional explanation for how it formed, that an asteroid hit the Earth and it formed this perfect, sphere. You never see the dark side. It sort of just rotates around us. And then there are all these sort of ancient myths that involve a pre-moon period, right? And the moon actually kind of settled the tides or whatever, pre-Younger Dryas period. So and then you found some really interesting anomalies when it comes to the moon as well, right?
Oh, yeah. I don't necessarily think that there is a record of humans witnessing a time when there was no moon. There could have been a time that there was no moon if we accept the capture theory, which was one of the three dominant theories up until the impact theory gained dominance. We had the capture theory, the sister theory, and the daughter theory. Those were the three. All three of them have problems, but the capture theory has, the idea there is, you have to somehow, it's coming from somewhere else and it gets trapped into this orbit around the Earth. But the capture window is so small, it'd be almost like we're trying to shoot a dime that's a mile away with a rifle. Something like that. I mean, the capture window is extremely small, and it's because of the mathematical problems that theory has not gained much credibility. But what they did is they kind of combined several theories that you had in order to get the chemical ratios and the isotopic ratios and the differences between the moon and the Earth's composition and the similarities. That was essentially the problem. So you had to concoct up this theory that it was hit by a large object, maybe as big as Mars, and that would have caused this spewing out into space of all of this debris, and then eventually this debris would have formed a ring around the Earth, and then it would have consolidated into the moon that we see today. I have seen, and I'm certainly not prepared to get into the technicalities of it, but I've seen some pretty exhaustive treatments of the mathematics of just that, and it's extremely challenging to get from a ring of debris around the Earth to the moon that we see today.
Yep.
It's one thing to say, okay, here's a big impact, stuff gets thrown out, forms a ring, okay, but now to get from that ring to the moon that we have today with all of its unique features, that gets problematic.
So how do we explain